everyone, it's Julie from Heart to Hand Stamping and welcome to my YouTube channel. I have something a little bit different for you today. I've got some really exciting news actually. Kaszazz have just started offering us the ability to order personalised plaques. And I think that's just so wonderful for gifts, particularly for those people in your life that you really don't know what to get them. And I have plenty of those. And I was so excited because my little grandson's 3rd birthday is coming up. And of course, like many little boys, he loves dinosaurs. And when I checked the templates page, here was this lovely ability to create his name on a letter and dinosaurs to go on it as well. So I know he's going to love this. Now, what I thought I'd do is do a video to show you how super easy it is for you to be able to jump online and order one for yourself. It doesn't necessarily have to be what I've done here. There's many templates you can choose from, but there's also the ability for you to be able to build your own from scratch. So you can choose the shape you start with, the color, the type of material you're going to be using, the lettering, of course. You can personalize it with as many words as you'd like. You can also add shapes to that. So you can really build a personalized plaque for yourself, or from the comfort of your armchair. You can sit there on your computer and build it, and then it will be posted to you. So I'm going to create this video to show you from start to finish how I actually ordered this plaque, and then how it arrived and how I put it together. And it was so quick and easy. So I'll give you a bit of a close-up of this one. I'll just pause this now and bring my camera down so you can have a closer look. So here we go. I've brought my camera down so you can have a closer look, and you can see that this is a beautiful mirrored finish that I've got on the letter B, and you can choose to just have that in a normal acrylic finish, but I love this mirror finish, and this blue, I think it's lovely. And my little dinosaur, my flying dinosaur up there. And then when we come down, I've got Brody's name in the middle. That's just in a white acrylic. And these are just glued on, guys. It's really easy to do. And then down the bottom, I've got these 2 dinosaurs also down the bottom that I know he's going to love. And it was just so quick and easy. But if you don't want to actually go to the trouble of adhering these shapes, Kaszazz also offer the opportunity for you to have them stick it all together for you. So when it arrives, you'll have it all completely finished and like this, ready to give. You don't have to actually do any work at all. So that's an option for you. But I'll show you how to do that in the next video. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to jump online and order these plaques. They're just such a great gift and super easy to do. Here I am on my computer, and I'm going to show you step by step how easy it is to order your very own personalised plaque. The first thing you'll need to do is to go to your Kaszazz Consultants web store. Now, if you haven't done that before, just contact them and they'll be more than happy to send you a link to their store. If, however, you don't have a Kaszazz consultant, you're more than welcome to shop with me. I will leave a link to my web store in the description box below. So here I am currently in my web store, and if you look to the menu over here on the left, you'll see Plaque Builder, and we're simply going to click on that. And that's going to take us to the area where we could build our plaque from scratch if we want to. But today I wanted to show you how easy it is to create your plaque from a template. So to find the templates, all you're going to do is scroll down to the bottom of your page and you'll see Plaque Template Gallery here. So just click on that and that will take you to the page where all the templates are. And here they are here. They're really awesome. You can choose any of these to start building your plaque from. There's another page here, and there's some more. but I already know which one I want. So I'm going back to page 1 and I'm going to choose this one here. This is for my little grandson Brody, and he actually loves dinosaurs. So I thought this would be perfect for him. So I'm going to click on that. And what that does is now it brings that template into my workspace, ready for me to customize all these pieces that are on here. So I wanted you to have a look and see what this is made up of. So first of all, you'll notice there's a background, and that's our letter. That's the actual plaque. It says plaque here. That's the actual plaque piece that everything gets stuck onto. Then the next thing we have here is a name. This is how we personalize it. Now, if I click on that and hold my button down, I can move this around, you see? And now it changes the tab to add words because I've now selected my word. So that's the word. And you'll also notice that I have 2 shapes. So I have one here, and you'll notice my tab's now gone to add shapes. And you'll notice the number 2 is highlighted. That's because this is shape number 2. And if I go down here to my other little dinosaur, you'll see here is shape number 1. So these are my shapes. Now all these bits and pieces are listed here under the order summary. Now before I go through those, I just want to call your attention to this 1-800 number that's up the top here. If you run into any difficulty and you're not quite sure what the next step is, you can call Kaszazz on this 1-800 number during business hours, and there'll be someone there that can help you, so that's really handy. Also, under your order summary, the first thing you're going to see is assembly fee. Now, you have the option of having your plaque completely assembled by Kaszazz. So they'll not only cut out the pieces, but they will adhere everything onto the plaque for you. So when it arrives, it's all ready to give and you don't have to do anything. So that's $14.95 for that service. However, if you like, you can assemble it yourself. And that's what I want to do. So the way to get rid of that fee is you simply come to this little bin icon, you just click it, and now that has gone off my order. So now that means all my order is going to arrive in pieces ready for me to assemble. Now, if you change your mind at any time, maybe you're adding lots of bits and pieces and you think, oh, maybe I'd like Kaszazz actually to put this together for me, you can come down here where it says prefer us to assemble the plaque for you, and you click here, and you'll see it will be added back into your order. And so now my order would come already assembled. So I'm just going to click that off because I don't need it. So here we have all these pieces listed. So here is a 300mm acrylic pastel blue Times New Roman letter A. So that is just my background here, and there's the cost of that. And then at the moment my word is Archer, and it shows me what it's made out of, acrylic white, and it's in bottoms up love. That's the font that it's in, and that's the cost for that. And then you'll see that I have my 2 shapes listed as well. The Brachiosaurus is shape number 1, and that's in acrylic black, and my Tyrannosaurus Rex shape is also in acrylic black, and that's the charge for that. So that gives you a list of what is in your plaque. Okay, so now we know about all that, how do we go about customizing this to suit? Well, the very first thing I'm going to do is go up to my tabs and I'm going to go to my plaque, which is the letter. Now, I want to change this from an A to a B, and so all I need to do is go to my base shape over here and click Change. Now what that's going to do is take me to the Kaszazz Shapes library, and this is going to give me all the shapes I can use for my plaque. But I'm going to scroll down here because I still want the letters. Here they are here, and I want the letter B for Brody. So I'm just going to click that, and now it's changed to B, which is awesome. So I can change this in a few other ways. If you come across, you'll see I can also change the size. Now I'm happy with 300mm, that's 30 centimeters, but you can make it smaller or larger. Just be aware that if you do change the size on this template, all your other shapes and your word will disappear. So for instance, say I wanted a 400mm one, it will say you have placed some elements on this plaque. If you change the size, they'll be removed. Are you sure you want to change the size? Cancel. No, I don't want to. So I want to just keep it at the 30 centimeters, but that's an option for you. You also get to choose over here material. You can choose what you would like this made out of, as well as the color. So we get to play around a little bit here. So at the moment, it's in acrylic pastel blue. So if I'm happy with that, I would keep it at that. But I actually want to change mine. You can actually have it in bamboo, chipboard. There's quite a few selections here, but there's a beautiful acrylic in a mirror finish, which I really love. Now, this is a little more expensive, but it's only a few dollars, so I think it's worth it. So I'm going to change it to acrylic mirror blue. And you can see it's changed it in my window as well. And I'm really happy for that. The other thing you can do with your plaque is you can decide if you want holes drilled into that for hanging. So you just tick this box and you can see it will add these 2 holes. Now, I'm not going to do that, so I'm going to click it off. We'll probably be hanging this with one of those command strips, and I didn't really like the holes in mine. But if you want to do that, you can do that and add the holes. So if we go over here now, this has changed. I've now got 300mm acrylic mirror blue times New Roman B. Okay, and I can also use this change button if I want to change it. So the next thing I want to do now is change my word. Now don't worry, I've got all these pieces all over the place. We're going to move them around later. So let's go up here to the Add Words tab. So now this allows me to customize this word. Now the first thing I want to do is change Archer into Brody. So all I do is highlight this and I simply type in Brody. And as you can see, it's changed it. So how good is that? Now the other thing you can do, as I mentioned before, is change the font on this. So I'm just going to click on Brody and I'm going to bring him to the front so we can see him over these dinosaurs. Okay, so there he is there. Now, it's currently bottoms up love, and I actually will keep mine at this because I really like that font. But just to show you, I could change it to, for instance, let's go Friends of the Farmer. There we go, it's changed it. Boogie Down, look at that one, that's fun too. So what about Hello Honey? Oh, that's a nice one as well. But I really like bottoms up love, so I'm going to keep mine as is. The other change you can make is the size, and that's so easy. This is a little slider that you can move around. Now see, when you hover over these things, little messages come up, so it's really handy. It says if you cannot make your word any smaller, it means you have reached the minimum size possible for this font. The minimum size depends on the thickness of the font. If thin words are laser cut, too small pieces may melt or snap off. So just be aware that there is limitations on the size that you can do. But just to show you, you can just see, I can slide that, I can make it smaller, bigger, however I like. But I really liked where it was. It was at 251. There it is there. So I'm going to keep it at that. And again, we can change the color and what this is made out of. So currently mine is white acrylic, but if you click on the menu, you can change that to whatever you like. You might want black, so it stands out a bit better there. You might want the mirror finish. You can decide whether you like, but I really like mine as it is in black. So I'm going to leave that and I'm happy with that. And we'll go over to our order summary and you'll see I now have Brody acrylic white bottoms up love. And that's given me the cost for that. So now we can move on to adding shapes. Well, we already have our 2 shapes added here. So I'm happy with these 2 shapes. There's not much I want to really do with these. I'll actually just move that out of the way so I can click on my shape here. Oops, I've still got my font. Go to shapes. Move him up there so you can see them better. Okay, so we have the list here, the Brachiosaurus shape 1 and the Tyrannosaurus Rex is my next shape. So how do I know which one is which? Well, as I said before, you just click on them. So this one is my shape 2 click on him here, shape 1. So that's how you know which one is which. Now I'm really happy with the way they are, but for instance, shape 1, here he is here. I could again change the color of him. So there's the material, change the color. I can get rid of him altogether simply by putting him in the bin. That's a bit sad, isn't it? But yes, I can if I want to. I'm not going to. And you can also rotate, and I'm going to show you this in a minute, but I'm not going to do it on these because I'm happy with them. So I'm going to keep those, but what I would like to do is I want to add another shape. So because I already have shape 1 and 2, I need to go up here to shape 3. Now, if I stayed on shape 1 and chose another shape, it would replace that shape. So just be aware that if you want to add another shape, you need to go to the next little tab. So I'm going to shape 3, and all I do is choose shape. And that brings me back to the Kaszazz Shapes library. And I'm going to scroll through these, and I'm looking for a little flying dinosaur. There he is there. So all I need to do is click on him, and there he is with all the other guys added into, so I'm going to click shape 3, so I've got him added into my design. Now, I'm going to keep him black. I don't want to change that, but I don't like the angle he's at. I want him kind of flying upwards. So what I do is I come over here to these rotate buttons, and I can rotate him to the left or to the right. So I am going to keep clicking this. I'm going to spin him around until I get him where I want him. So I'll keep clicking him because I kind of want him flying upwards. And I'm going to be placing him up in this corner. Now, he looks pretty good there, but you know what? I think compared to the other two, I think I might like him a little bit bigger. Well, I can change him and make him bigger, and here is where these size ones come in handy. Now, I'm just going to click on this. This will make him bigger. You see how he got bigger? And actually, that's enough for me. I'm happy with that, so I don't need to change him anymore. I'm pretty happy where he is placed there. Now let's come down here and work out where we're going to place our other shapes. So it's really easy. All you do is you click on them and drag them down to where you would like them. You can have them anywhere on here you'd like, but I kind of like where these were in the beginning. So I'm going to bring them down. Now don't forget these were on a letter A, so I do have to adjust them because I'm on a letter B now, and I think he looks pretty good there. And then my name, not my name, Brodie's name, I'm going to move up here. I like that that's on an angle. If I wanted to straighten that out, I could just go recenter, and that would straighten that word for me as well. But I'm really happy with the fact that it's on a slant there, which is really nice. And I think that's it. How good does that look? I really like this. Can just keep moving your bits until you're happy where they are. Now, something to look out for. It's really important that when you're placing your design elements that you keep them inside this box. You see this box that's around? It's got like a margin around it. Anything that is, excuse me guys, anything that is outside of that box will get chopped off. So for instance, if I pop him up there, well, his wing's going to get cut off. Okay, so it's really important that you make sure all your shapes are well within that box so they don't get cut off. The other thing, if you are going along and you absolutely think, no, I've really mucked this up, I don't like it, I want to start again, that's easy. You just go down the bottom here where it says click here to restart. Now, sorry, reset. And that means you're going to lose everything. Your template, everything. It means you go back to the blank slate. You'll need to put in another template and start again. So only click that if you really do want to just start back to the beginning. But that's looking pretty good. I think I'm pretty happy with that, and that took me next to no time to do. And this will be quicker for you because you won't be going through and explaining things like I've had to do today. So what I would recommend you do now, once you're happy with it, is try and get that into the frame of your computer the best you can, and then take a screenshot of it. This is only if you're going to be assembling this yourself. because you're going to get all these pieces, all these bits and pieces just in pieces, and you might forget, you know, particularly if you've got lots of shapes in here, how you've actually done it. So I'm on a Windows and a PC. I don't have a Mac, and so it's just the window button and the print screen button. So I will do that now. So I've taken a photo now of that so that when it arrives, I will know where I've placed all my shapes. So that's it. It's so quick and easy to do. The only other thing to do now, once you're happy with it, is to click Add to Order. And now that's taken me to my cart, and my plaque is in there, as you can see, Personalised Plaque Brody, and it's got unassembled. Now, if I decide, you know what, actually, I think I might add another dinosaur, or, you know, I've forgotten to change something, or maybe I even spelt his name wrong, I can simply click on this and it will take me back to that window, and I can keep editing this as long as I want to. So it's really good that it's saved in your cart, and you can go back to that at any time you want to and edit it. So that's a really good thing too. So we'll add that to order, and then you just proceed to the checkout in the normal way you would. You can sign in if you'd like. So if we proceed to checkout, you have the option of signing in. If you already have an account with Kaszazz, you can sign in. You can create an account if you don't already have one, but you can also just check out as a guest if you didn't want to go ahead, but you would still need to enter in all your details. And you'll see here the shipping charge is displayed, but be aware that there is free shipping for orders over $99, and it gives you the difference there you need to spend to qualify for that free shipping. So that's it. I hope that was really helpful for you, and it is truly really easy to do, particularly when you choose a template to order from. Well, I'm super excited because my order actually arrived this morning, and it didn't take long. It only took about a week, which I was very surprised by. So that was really wonderful. And I've taken it out of the box, and I wanted to show you how it arrives. So here are all my little pieces that I ordered, my little dinosaurs. And I don't know if you can see, but the wonderful detail that is in them is just amazing. So it's wonderful, and there's Brody's name in there in pieces. It's in a sealed bag, so I don't actually lose any bits. And then the main plaque is actually wrapped in bubble wrap, so it's nicely protected. So that's my B that I ordered. And there's a little note on the front cover that says, "Thank you for your order. Please find enclosed all the pieces you ordered on the plaque builder. Your order includes some mirrored acrylic pieces. To ensure that it wasn't scratched in production and shipping, I've left a very thin clear plastic layer over these pieces. You will need to remove them for your mirror pieces to shine brightly. To assemble your plaque, we recommend using glossy accents. Have fun and enjoy, Matt." So I have ordered a mirrored base, so I will have to remember to do that, to take that clear plastic layer off. So I'm going to go ahead now and take all the wrapping off, and I will start placing my pieces onto my base, and I'll show you what that looks like. I've taken the packaging off my pieces now, and I wanted to show you how to take this clear plastic film off. This is a mirrored piece, this B, and I've just started it up here with my finger, as you can see there, and it's just a matter then of pulling it off. Oh, look at how beautiful that looks. I love this colour. It's just lovely. It's beautiful. Great for a little boy, I think. So I'll just pull that off. It comes off really easily, and look at that, how beautiful that is. Can you see that mirrored finish on that? It's just so lovely. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead now and start placing some of my pieces, and I'll see how I go. Okay, I'm starting to place all my pieces down, but I noticed on the back of all of my shapes and my letters that there's actually some paper here, which I presume is there to help when they're laser cut. You can see the burnt edges where it's been laser cut. So I've also gone ahead and I've just taken this paper and just peeled it off the back as well, because I don't want my glue sticking to the paper and not the actual shape. So I just peeled it off all my letters and all my shapes, and I've placed them down onto my letter. So I've got my flying dinosaur up there. I don't know the names of them, sorry guys. I've got Brody, and I've put it on an angle, and then down the bottom here I have my other two dinosaurs. Now just a little tip, mine is actually part of it is coming off the letter here, so you can see it sort of doesn't sit flat. So what I've done is I've taken some of these Crafters Companions foam pads, these little foam pads, and I've just cut a few out, leaving the backing on. So I've left the backing on and I've cut them out, and I've just stuck them onto my clothes to take some of the sticky off, because I don't want them to be really sticky. And what I'm going to do is the bits that hang off, I'm actually going to just stick them on the back like that, and that should help to prop my piece up so that it's going to sit nice and flat when I go to glue it. So you can see that's leaning there. I've also done it on my D up here that was sort of hanging off, so I've got a little foam pad sitting down under there. Then once it's all stuck down securely, I can remove those and it will be stuck correctly. So Kaszazz recommend glossy accents, so here it is here, and I've got one of these lovely fine tips on mine. So it's just really a matter of applying the glossy accents to the back of the shape, and I'm going to use my finger to actually smooth it out, because if you have big globs of glue and you stick it down, it's likely to squeeze out, and then you'll get glue. You don't want glue on this lovely mirror finish. So I'm going to just apply glue and sort of smooth it out, and then stick it down in place. So I'll grab my glue, and I've got my little fine tip on here, which will help with the letter when I'm putting it on the letters. So there it is there. Got my nice little fine tip. So I might just stick this guy down first. So I'll pick him up. I'm just going to pop my glossy accents on the back. I'll just double check. His head's going to be off, so I don't really need the glossy accents there. I don't want to put it where I don't need it. Let's see. I think I want him, yeah, he looks good like that. So I really only need it on his feet and his body. So I'm going to put it on here. Like that. And then I'm going to get my finger and smooth it out. Oops. Like that. I'm just got a paper towel here. I'm going to wipe some of that excess off with. Okay. Now we're going to stick him down. Hopefully you can see that. I'll move it up a little bit so you can see. And I've got a bit of glue in here. Let me see if I can get that out. Maybe I'll use this little needle to get it out. The good thing is it will dry clear. I've got a little bit on the front. Okay. So it's just a matter of putting your glue and positioning your pieces down. Now if you have taken a screenshot of your design, this is where it's going to come in handy, so you'll remember where you've placed your pieces. But because mine was such a simple design, I didn't really need to do that. And you know, you can just decide now where you want to put them as well. But if you've got a really complicated design, it might be good if you take that screenshot, and it'll give you an idea of where you've placed all your shapes. And I'll just move that then, so I'll just move him back up a bit like that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead now and stick my pieces down and show you what it looks like when I'm finished. Well, I've finished sticking all my pieces down now and I am super happy with it. I love the colours. I love this blue mirror background on the letter B, and I think Brody's name looks really nice there, and it was so quick and easy to do. It really only took me less than 15 minutes, so between 10 and 15 minutes to stick all these parts down. Now I'm going to leave it to dry. I'm not sure how long the glossy accents will take to dry, but they're feeling quite firm now actually, but I'm going to leave it at least 24 hours before I try and hang it up, just to be sure that all my parts are really secure, because I don't want any bits dropping off and chipping. But that's it, guys. Super quick, super easy, and now I have a beautiful gift to give to my little grandson for his birthday. That took me hardly any time at all, but it looks really lovely, and I think it's going to look really great on his bedroom door.